So were the Swifties enough to help the Niners and Chiefs score the most watched Super Bowl in NFL history? We are expecting the ratings numbers any moment now. I swear we're going to break in with them because it'll tell us how many people tuned into CBS yesterday to watch the Kansas City Chiefs beat the San Francisco 49ers in overtime at Super Bowl 58 in Vegas. For comparison, last year, the Super Bowl pulled in 115.1 million viewers for the second most viewed program of all time, next to the moon landing of 1969. All those eyeballs are the very reason so many companies shelled out at least $7 million for a 30-second slot during the big game. One of the most loved ads, the Dunkin' Donuts Dun King spot, featuring Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Tom Brady forming a boy band to get on J-Lo's new record. Dunkin', owned by Inspire Brands. That was, everybody's talking about that one. But if there was one common theme this year, it was a star-studded affair. Uber Eats scored old friends Jennifer Aniston, David Schwimmer, and celeb couple David and Victoria Beckham. Actress Scarlett Johansson made a cameo with M&M's and Hellmann's, featured a Mayo cat with SNL's Kate McKinnon. Yes, The Ring. And comedian Pete Davidson as well. But is it the stars or that music behind these ads that make them memorable? First on Fox Business, the guy who produced the music behind 5 of last night's Super Bowl commercials, JSM Music CEO and Chief Creative Officer Joel Simon. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What was last night like for you?
It was amazing. We did 7.
Oh, you did 7?
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah. It was supposed to be 8, then it went down to 6, then it went to 7. Everything moves so quickly with the Super Bowl as far as the commitment and what the NFL will approve and what CBS will approve. Yeah, but it was a good night.
I'd love to know the process. So how much time in advance do you get the Uber Eats commercial, and do you get it in full and then you work the music to the pictures?
It depends on the concept. Sometimes we will get a full film and then we score it. Other times we'll get just a storyboard or a script, and then we'll figure out and we'll discuss it with the agencies who come up with the ads. In Uber Eats, it was a company called Special Group. And we sort of come up with ideas on how we're going to make this thing work, how we're going to have the music choreograph the creative and the idea and the humor without overpowering, in that particular ad, all the celebrities that were in it.
Yeah.
And just coming up with the right sort of emotional content that can reach the viewer and the potential consumer. You
know, you did the Nerds one with Addison Rae. And before we play it, because I want people to gear up for this, it is a very low-key musical background here. And then I want to get the process behind how you put that together. Here is that commercial from last night, Nerds. Sure. I liked it. It's cute. So that is the original Irene Cara song.
Yeah, they licensed the publishing and the master. We then took it, and we worked with it, and we mixed it, and we just made it all work with the ad.
What about the one with Cardi B, NYX Duck Plump?
Yeah, that was
lip gloss.
That's owned by L'Oreal.
Yeah.
And you know, Cardi is a very prolific figure in the industry. She's a very powerful woman, entertainer. And the whole thing is about the duck, you know, the lips, and it plumps it all up. And this is McCann, New York, that worked on this, and they did a wonderful job creatively. It was an interesting thing because we had to come up with a track that Cardi would approve, and that because you know she's
oh my gosh, so
yeah, she had to approve it.
She had to approve it as well.
She had to approve it,
not just CBS and the NFL.
No,
and everybody else.
She wanted, you know, she had to approve it because it's reflective of who she is. So we did a bunch of tracks, and that's what we usually do. We present them with options, and they picked one like immediately. This was one that just went pretty smoothly.
Okay.
She loved it, and you know, I mean, here it is. It's hilarious.
Of the 7 that you did, what was your favorite?
They're all my babies. You know, I love them all. The one that hits home the most is the FCAS, the Foundation to Combat Anti-Semitism, which is funded solely by Robert Kraft, who owns the Patriots.
You did the music for that one. Interesting. So we have that. What we want to do is we want to play it, and then you can explain exactly how emotional it was and where you get the ideas for something like that. Here is that particular ad. emotional. What you didn't see was that he had painted over
Yes.
the swastika that somebody had put on her
Yes,
garage.
the mother and the daughter come out of the house to take her to school, and they see this thing on the garage, the swastika, and it says "No Jews." And she, rushes the girl into the car. Tony's there. He doesn't know what's going on.
Neighbor.
Neighbor. Working on his car, looks at the garage, and that's when the twist happens. And as she comes back after taking the girl back from school, she sees that it's as a fresh coat of paint on the garage door. And they
So how did you tackle that one?
Well, we worked closely with the agency, and just we didn't want to have the music pull so hard and make more of it than it needed to be, because the emotional impact of what this thing was, which is what we're all experiencing now more than ever, to set a tone, to set an emotional tone that can make people feel it without leading them too much.
The social media piece of all of this
It's huge.
makes these go viral. Which one of the 7 that you did went viral, in your opinion, in a most dramatic way?
Well, so many had teasers. Because of social media. It used to be that during the Super Bowls, we've done now 41 Super Bowl commercials over the years, which is just amazing. Every year I just want one. It's like I want one Cannes Lion, I want one Clio. I just want to stay in the conversation. But, fortunately, things have been working out. And the teasers, because of social media, it's important to actually get that kind of traction. Because they used to just debut on the game, but the reality is that people tune in to watch the commercials. And if you have teasers and you pre-release them, more people will see those ads.
I know you're looking at it through a different prism than most, because you're almost hearing versus looking. But
Yes.
Ones that you didn't do, what did you think was impressive?
I thought what Ogilvy did with CeraVe, with Michael Cera.
Oh, cute.
With the moisturizing cream. I thought that was brilliant. And not only was that a brilliant idea, just Michael Cera, CeraVe, I mean, just the words, everything just kind of worked, and he's a comedian, and that whole thing was terrific. But the social media traction that was created before by utilizing all these TikTok influencers, it laid this foundation that by the time it hit, people were just waiting for it.
Yeah.
And the execution was terrific, and it's a lot of there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure around the Super Bowl. The money, the way the brands have to attract attention to get some sort of relationship with a consumer.
Well, I just thought that the Christopher Walken BMW
Brilliant.
one was phenomenal.
Yeah. I mean,
Just so great.
He's known for his delivery.
Yeah, he's a song and dance man.
He's
too.
a song and dance man. I mean, he's an amazing talent, but it's also his delivery. So the fact that they came up with this idea that everyone is going to be emulating him, that sound, that his whole meter of speaking was just very, very funny.
Well, Joel, you're doing something right. You are a Grammy Award winner. You are an Addy Award winner, Clio's, all of that and more. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Good stuff.